has a good strike of the ball in him. He's a like I say, progressive passer. He scores a lot of goals on the midfield. He's more dynamic than Xhaka. He has more sprint to his step than Xhaka. He's quicker than Xhaka, which is fine. He will do great in our midfield. And that doesn't mean we should sell Xhaka because there have been reports that, oh, he'll be the replacement for Xhaka. I do not subscribe to that train of thought. I think Xhaka and Pato will have certain games they'll play together, and there'll be certain games that will suit Tielemans and Partey. Like getting rid of Xhaka for Tielemans in my own thought process doesn't just make sense. It's not sensible. Even their reports suggest he could. They said he could. They're not saying he definitively is going to leave. They are saying he could leave, but I'm not buying that. We need some experience in the team. And Xhaka, love him or hate him, when Xhaka doesn't play, you guys miss him. I understand he's not the most aesthetically pleasing player. He's not the most athletic player. He has had a few issues with the fans. Fair. But don't. Hi guys, welcome to Soccer Highway 304. If you guys are new, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and turn the notification bell. So when I turn out these videos, you can get alert and you can watch them. Like I said, if you're new, do not forget to subscribe and do not forget to strike a like on the video. We're going to talk about Tielemans. Yes, Tielemans has been linked to Arsenal all summer, even before the summer, right? Behind links is January that we're interested. There was a report by Charles Watts of Goal, and even Fabrizio late December that Arsenal were interested. They wasn't going to sign a new contract with or new contract extension with Leicester. Fair enough that Arsenal were interested. We're trying to get this deal done as soon as the summer comes around. Then summer comes around, we are hearing this is going to get done, and it's not getting done. We are hearing in time Arsenal is going to bid. As of today, there are no reports of official bid from Arsenal to Leicester. So what could be going on? What could be going on? We know that when it comes to transfers, right? With my own personal research, you talk to the player. The player wants to come to your club, then you negotiate with the player's agent and see if what are the estimate fees that the selling club might require. Then you submit a bid to the selling club, and if they accept it, they accept the condition of the add-ons or the standard transfer fee, then the transfer is struck. But we are hearing out of today that no official bid has been submitted. So what could be the problem? What could be going on? What could be going on? Looking at it after watching this transfer windows for a long time, dealing with all kinds of transfer, even though I think I've not been doing videos on it for a long time, I know something doesn't seem right here. I'm not saying Arsenal is not interested in Tielemans. I think Arsenal have intention of getting Tielemans, but they will not bust their goals for Tielemans. Arsenal will not go above and beyond for Yuri. Not that because he's not a good player, because Arsenal will not just be extorted, which is fine. See, I know we need a Tielemans in our midfield. He's a progressive passer of the ball. He has a good strike of the ball in him. He's a like I say, progressive passer. He scores a lot of goals on the midfield. He's more dynamic than Xhaka. He has more sprint to his step than Xhaka. He's quicker than Xhaka, which is fine. He will do great in our midfield. And that doesn't mean we should sell Xhaka because there have been reports that, oh, he'll be the replacement for Xhaka. I do not subscribe to that train of thought. I think Xhaka and Pato will have certain games they'll play together, and there'll be certain games that will suit Tielemans and Partey. Like getting rid of Xhaka for Tielemans in my own thought process doesn't just make sense. It's not sensible. Even their reports suggest he could. They said he could. They're not saying he definitively is going to leave. They are saying he could leave, but I'm not buying that. We need some experience in the team. And Xhaka, love him or hate him, when Xhaka doesn't play, you guys miss him. I understand he's not the most aesthetically pleasing player. He's not the most athletic player. He has had a few issues with the fans. Fair. But don't tell me this past season, Xhaka has not been one of our most important players. You can't tell me that. Xhaka is one of our most important, influential players in the midfield. When we chucked him at the left against Brighton, we saw how light the midfield was when Partey wasn't playing. There are some games that when Partey played alone without Xhaka, he wasn't himself. I'm not saying Partey is better than Xhaka. Love him or hate him, even though it might not be aesthetically pleasing to your eye, Xhaka is a is a stakeholder in our midfield for now until we get a better player that can complement Partey. Even though when you get a better player, you need to have Xhaka in the squad. We are trying to get a winning team, right? We're trying to get to levels of the Man Cities and Liverpool and the Real Madrid of this world. You need a good squad. All this talk of get Tielemans and sell Xhaka, I do not subscribe to. I don't think that's smart enough, and I don't think Arteta or Edu will want to do that. So let's go back to the talk of discussion, which is Tielemans. I think Arsenal are trying to play the games Leicester are trying to play. I think Leicester are trying to get more than £25 million, up north of £30 million for a player that has just 1 year contract left on his contract. Just 1 more year. I know there was a report that came from Sky Sport that he might sign an extension of 1 year to his 1 year. It doesn't make sense. But before, I think Fabrizio came out and debunked those claims, saying there is no that Tielemans is not going to sign no contract. Maybe he might consider that if the transfer window is short and he doesn't move from Leicester, which is fair enough. He might consider that because he won't want to leave Leicester on a free. He wants Leicester to get some money for him, which is fair. I think that's fair. But signing a new contract right now, I don't think that would be smart. It doesn't just make sense. It doesn't just make sense. And we know Leicester are notorious for trying to milk it. Remember the transfer of Maguire to Manchester United? That was a bit protracted for a long time. Dragging of the fee, 50 million, 60 million, 70 million. They ended up paying 80 to 85 million for Maguire. The rest is history. I'm not here to talk about Manchester United's problems, right? We're talking about your Tielemans of Leicester. I think we need your Tielemans, but like Arsenal will not. I'm saying it shows that Arsenal will not just go and pay whatever it takes to get your Tielemans. It's not that they don't rate him. They would like to have him in our team, but they will not go above and beyond for him. He has 1 more year on his contract. And I think if this is going to get done, just me monitoring how things have been done over the years, look at the antecedent of transfer windows, right? I won't be surprised if this transfer of your Tielemans to Arsenal, if it's going to be done, I'm saying if it's going to be done, it might get done at the tail end of the transfer window. Don't be surprised. Like I said, let me refer back to Maguire transfer to Manchester United. Remember that season, Maguire still played in the preseason for Leicester. We know negotiating with Leicester is difficult. They are notorious for difficult negotiations. So I understand why Arsenal have not submitted an official bid. It doesn't show that Arsenal is not interested in your Tielemans. They want him. They've been talking to his agent since December last year. They want him, but they won't go above and beyond. I think 25 million to 30 million to 27 million is a fair fee. But if Leicester are asking up north of 30 million pounds, I think Arsenal will not want to pay that. For a player that has 1 year, that has 1 year left on his contract, that he has the best of season. That doesn't take away that he's a good player. Unfortunately, he has the best of season, but he's a quality player. He's still 25, he's still young. So the talent and the capability is still there. But just 1 year contract paying an up north of 30 million pounds, I think Arsenal will not pay. And Arsenal fans have to be patient and understand what the club is trying to do. I understand you guys want Arsenal to get into the team and play in the preseason and acclimatize with the team. Fantastic. Well, we know that that's not how the transfer window works. No, that is not how the transfer window works. No matter how you want things to be done as quick as possible, which is a fair thing to think. It's fair to want you to get things done, get a squad ready for the season, and get players to know each other so it can start on a banging note. But unfortunately, things are not done like that. There are deals that are made available 1 week to go. Even on the last day of the transfer window, you know this. You guys are educated fans. I understand it doesn't sit with the emotionality of the game. It doesn't sit with some of your passion, how you want things to be done. But unfortunately, there are some things you cannot control. Like I said, I think this deal will be done, but it might not be done as quick as most of your fans want. So be a little bit patient, let's be safe a little bit, right? In case it doesn't get done, I am sure Arsenal has alternatives. And let's not forget, Vieira that we just acquired, Fabio Vieira we just acquired, can play at that position too. So Arsenal is making sure they are not left short. This is not a similar thing to the Jesus deal. I'll talk about Jesus deal in another video. Let's just calm down. Like I said, if Arsenal are keen on Tielemans, they will get it done, but they will not pay over the odds to get him. Like I said, Arsenal fans, let's be calm. We are trying to build a very strong team, and let's get it straight. We're going to start the season with Xhaka and Partey, Lokonga, El Neni, and Fabio Vieira. That's a decent midfield. I know we still want to get in a player in the profile of Tielemans, which is fair, but we will not pay over the odds. And there's still time. Let's calm down. There's still time. Let's calm the nerve. Edu, Arteta, judging by what they did last year, I'm willing to trust them for this season. I'm willing to trust them for this transfer window. They did a very good job, in my opinion. I'll give them 8 over 10 in the last transfer window. Why won't I not trust them for them to do better or similar job this transfer window? So calm the F down. There's still time to get these deals done. I understand the intricacies of the transfer window. Understand that we can't just go there and be splashing the cash. We are not flushed with. We are not Man City, we are not PSG, we are not Madrid. So we need to work within a tight budget and be smart with the money. Do not buy what media is putting out that we have 250 million pounds. How do they know? How do you test the veracity of those news? There's not. So let's calm down. If Arsenal actually are keen on Tielemans, they will get it done, but they will not have to pay over the odds. Don't forget, like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Ciao.